Friday morning. We're going to take you right here from the nation's capital all the way up to the base of Mount Kilimanjaro. And joining us on the other end of the line is Ben Webster and his cohort and partner in operations, Dr. Shaunna Burke.
How are you?
Hi, Ben. All right, so we know we had all of the climbers in studio last week before heading off on Friday. Did everyone arrive okay, and everyone's kind of ready to set off into the gates of Kilimanjaro today?
Yeah, everything went really well. Everybody arrived. They got a chance to get rested up yesterday, and right now it's all coming on to 2 o'clock here in Tanzania, and we're at the gate, which is the entrance to Kilimanjaro, just packing out. We have 80-odd porters and a bunch of staff that are working around loading up all the gear, and the folks are all excited, as you can imagine, getting ready to start the trek up towards the summit.
What's gone into, I mean, to pack that many bags, what kind of equipment is everyone carrying? And I guess as they start to go through these gates, the excitement, everything at this point, it really comes together like, okay, we're finally actually doing it.
Yeah, I wonder if it's excitement or fear or a combination of everything, but yeah, there's definitely a lot of energy around the group. For the guides, it's a matter of ensuring. We actually have you're not going to believe this, but it's a circa 1950 scale, and the porters come in, and the different amounts of equipment and food and fuel and tents that are going to be needed to get the group up to the top are actually weighed out and parceled out to the individual porters and then pushed up the mountain. So it's like moving I think I mentioned last time, it's like moving a small army, and that's what we're doing now, is just sort of dividing up the equipment. I hope you can hear me okay, because it's really picked up here on this mountain.
No, I can actually hear the wind starting to pick up. Hopefully you can still hear me. We know this is happening in partnership with Algonquin College, but for people who are just joining in and following this trek, what is the purpose of what it is that you guys are doing there and hoping to share and hoping to help create?
Well, that's a great question. The idea here is that we're doing a couple of different things. One is there's a little bit of research that's being done as we climb up to the roof of Africa, following sort of social support and breast cancer research. We have one of the top researchers in the field, Dr. Shaunna Burke from Ottawa, along with the climb. And this group came together, along with Algonquin College, to raise a large sum of money to build a girls' dormitory at a remote village that's not too far away from Mount Kilimanjaro. So the idea was for people to go out and attempt a big adventure for themselves, but at the same time leave a legacy, a lasting legacy behind here in Tanzania.
Just beautiful. Now, is Shaunna actually next to you in terms of seeing how her research is going, as kind of she started to see all the people coming in and start the research?
Oh, she's unfortunately not. She's on her way up the hill right now. She's just headed out with some of the early climbers up the trail. But the next time we get on, I'll make sure she's beside me, and at that time she'll have she'll be able to talk to you a little bit more about how people are feeling in the early days of going up the hill.
Okay,
to your question earlier about the excitement here, absolutely. Folks, it was one of those things where we almost had to put the brakes on because people are just chomping at the bit to get up on the trail.
Now, I was just going to say that she's already gone up ahead with some of the the keeners, all of them actually keeners, to be able to head up. I mean, it's 4 miles straight up. Is it important that you break it up with different people at different fitness levels, or just that you wanted to do smaller individual groups heading out at once?
People walk at different paces, so we allow people to sort of move off, and they'll find their own pace as they move up the hill. As you well know, we all come in different body types and shapes and ages and all those things. So we tend to move up a mountain at a little bit different speed. So yeah, people will sort of break off in pods and move up at their own pace. And as the guides, we sort of move in between the different groupings as they move up, and then we all collect at camp or at a certain designated spot during the course of the day. Make sure everybody's doing okay.
And then would they already be feeling the elements right now in terms of the height and just the difference in air quality?
The air's very pure here, so the air quality isn't an issue in terms of pollution or anything. They're out of the sort of city and the traveling, that kind of thing, so it's actually quite clean air here on the side of Kilimanjaro. But it's you're right about the the lack of oxygen here at altitude. So yes, they're already starting to feel it. The first night we spent on the side of Kilimanjaro in a small hotel, and even then, people were talking about not being able to sleep quite as well as they would in their own home, because right now, even at 7,000 feet, 8,000 feet, you start to feel the effects. Even if they're subtle, you do feel them. A little, some people will have a little shortness of breath as they're walking up, and just not being able to sleep as soundly as they normally would.
Ben, just so much excitement. Thanks a lot for joining us again. I know we'll join up with you in a couple of days to find out how the trek is going, and just wonderful that there's so many people from our community taking part in this initiative, and wishing you and everyone else the best of health and a wonderful climb. Thanks, Ben.
Thank you so much. We'll talk to you.
Okay, perfect.
Bye now.
I know I'd love to be with them right now, trekking up. We have some wonderful opportunities for you to win a contest. This one is called the Small World Big Question. Algonquin College Small World Big Question Contest is part of that Small World Big Picture project that everyone, Ben Webster, Shaunna Burke, is a part of. And they're trying to give you a chance to win some wonderful, fun, and useful prizes. So what we're looking for you to do is answer the following questions. It's going to be listed. You have to enter the contest on that. Okay, www.algonquincollege.com. You're going to click on the Expedition Africa 2009 icon, and you're going to enter the contest icon there as well. And then the contest period is going from today. We're starting today, and it's going to be ending on Thursday, July 30th. And all entrants must be 13 years of age or older. And then the question is going to be, what does SWBP stand for? What does SWBP stand for? And that's likely is going to be what I mentioned, with this contest being more like a Small World Big Question contest. So there you have it, and good luck with that, and you can see the website there for what you're looking for in terms of entering and winning some very fun and useful prizes. We're back with much more, closing in at top of the hour. We'll be back with your 7 o'clock news right after this.